What's good, people? Episode 19. I think we're doing all gaming. It's been a while since we did some gaming. I got Nigel here.
Hello.
Tawann.
Hola.
And I'm Ramon. So, let's get in. First on the agenda is Gamestick. You heard about Gamestick?
Yeah.
You heard about Gamestick?
This is my first time.
Okay. So Gamestick is a Kickstarter project, and it's pretty much it's a controller, but the way they're branding it is it's a console without a screen. Or that doesn't, I don't understand, because none of the consoles have a screen. It's
yeah.
I don't know, but
it's I thought they were branding it more as a mobile console.
Yeah. It's weird because the controller itself is the console.
Right.
So, some background on it. It's running Android Jelly Bean.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 2 gigs of operational RAM, 32 gigs of storage, and it's got like a 1.7 quad-core processor, something like that. And they've got games. They've got a healthy amount of developers signed up to make games for it, and it's powered by HDMI. So the HDMI cable that you plug into your TV then goes into the Gamestick itself, which happens to be the controller, and there's your console.
Right.
I think it's a dope concept.
Well, I think that might be a problem for people because, all right, you're plugging an HDMI wire into the controller, which is in turn the console.
Right.
In this day and age, everyone wants to be wireless. They want to be wire free. Like even some people, they were commenting on Facebook when I posted, about the 720 Tritton 720, and they were like, well, it still has wires, and I'm like, the wires are still minimal. They're actually minimized as opposed to. The last headphones I was using, they were like, it still has wires. I mean, so
such consumers.
and that's. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's a consumer device. So people are gonna say, okay, how can we get this on this screen without this wire, this HDMI wire? Because at the end of the day, you're going. You know what it becomes? Those Sega games that you can get and it's just the controller, the Sega controller.
Right, that's exactly what it is.
That's what it is.
Running Android.
So now what's going to happen is, who markets those things? Sega still markets that?
Sega don't market a damn thing. You go in the mall and they sell that crap at the
kiosk.
Even the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
Right. So, but you know what? Whoever, because if that's my company, I'm gonna fucking sue them because that's you stealing my idea.
I don't know if they patented or what, but I mean it's still dope though.
It's dope in itself. Yes, it is.
But what if they get original content? They get all these developers
but it's Android. It's not like we're getting like PS3 quality. We're getting mobile phone quality. Sir.
Are you dogging?
No. Okay, but we're getting okay. We're getting no, because it's almost the same thing as the OUYA. How you say that? What you talk about next?
Right.
It's like you're only getting like mobile games on this. It's not like you're getting like PS3 games or even Nintendo 64 games.
You're getting really good
platform games.
They're really good mobile platform games, but I mean, 2 things. This is not a hardcore gamer's device.
No, it's not.
All right. So the question is, who are they marketing? Who is their target?
Whoever the hell sees it, I don't know.
Their target consumer. The target consumer. You know where this is going to go? If you're going to have a progressive console, you're going to have, let's say for right now, you got the Wii U. Eventually, you're going to have the Xbox 720. You're going to have the PS4, whatever.
Right.
All the way over here on this end is where you're going to have the Gamestick.
But that's fine.
But you can use emulators, dude.
See, there's some haters.
I said no. Snow said that.
So Snow's a hater too.
There's nothing to hate on. Like,
you're a hater, Snow. So first of all, let me shout out Nigel for making me buy a PS Vita that I don't play.
You should get PlayStation Plus. You play it all the time.
That's a different guy.
But see, that's my thing.
But But the Vita runs Android. So why can this not be as powerful as the Vita?
But you know what?
It's not. But this is this is modeled after mobile gaming.
So is the Vita.
No, the Vita has an OS that's Android, but the games are not modeled after the Android.
But so who's to say, because it's the same core hardware, same powerful hardware, who's to say the developers they sign on board can't create a console-like experience?
I mean, perhaps
Call of Duty runs on Android tablets,
right?
No?
Let's just say, who cares? Call of Duty. So let's just say, all right, this device, it makes it out there. It's like, yeah. Here's the PS Vita. HDMI cable, wireless. HDMI cable, wireless.
Yeah, the Vita does have a screen on it.
That's what I'm saying. It has a screen.
And so what you just totally missed the mark. Like, how?
So you think this is a niche product?
I think this is a child's product.
You're not feeling. You think that they're gonna come out with a bunch of Sonic and Mario Brother type shit?
No, they actually had some games that look. They had some little racing game. They had some first-person shooter.
Why you can't play that?
Yeah, you can. But listen, so now I have to sit up on my fucking 55-inch screen because HDMI wires. And this is what it all boils down to. I have like a. What is it, like a 50-foot HDMI cord?
Right.
It's one of those insulated cords. It's like this thick.
Right.
Now I have.
Did you buy it at Best Buy?
No, I didn't.
I was about to say, I hope you didn't get got for like $200.
Nah, it was free $99.
Shout out to Bobby's for my $7.
You know. So now this is the 50-foot HDMI cord. Now I'm doing this. Pull.
Oops.
Come on.
And you are animated when you play games.
I sure am.
I've seen this man play Battlefield. There's rockets coming and he's like this.
Yeah. When I'm in that jet. Oh, hell yeah. So now all of this is going on. People, I mean, they're marketing it to people and they're saying in their marketing scheme, you can plug it up into your 1080p LED, LCD, plasma, whatever TV. You can plug it up? What? No!
You're a hater.
Listen, this is where it would possibly make sense. If Samsung develops it, Samsung has the thing called All Share Cast or All Share something or other, where you get the little box and it streams directly to the box and it shows up on the screen. Right. Now it makes sense. It doesn't make sense at 1080p with a fucking wire.
All right, so you vote nay for this.
I vote nay.
You vote
definitely nay.
Fucking haters. I would like to see it.
Then you're better off with the OUYA then.
What is that?
All right, so
are we pronouncing this right?
I don't even know. It's OUYA. That's what I'm saying. So let's say OUYA.
Okay.
The OUYA is basically it's like a small box, right?
Okay.
You plug it into your TV, like the PS3 or the 360, right?
Okay.
And you leave it there.
Is this a picture of it?
That's the remote.
Okay.
The system itself, it looks like that.
I'm not touching that remote.
So
that's hideous.
So you're not touching that?
I'm not playing with that.
We're gonna have pictures for you.
That looks like
what this looks like.
That looks like the Microsoft. Remember the Microsoft PC controllers from like 10 years ago? I'm not touching that.
So look, this is the controller, right? So basically, it's an Android platform. The way they model it is it's $100. It's actually been released to developers. It comes out like around April for the consumer, right?
Okay.
So it runs on Android. It's supposed to have streaming. Yeah. So it's supposed to have streaming capabilities. Your Hulu, your Netflix, all that blah blah blah. And it has games. This is where
so the Roku just got kicked in the ass.
So yeah. So and it also like lets you play your games, right? So they have people like Square Enix on this and everything. But the games you're getting is like original Final Fantasy, like DS type Final Fantasy over
so arcade games.
Yeah. So it's like competing with the iPad, like on that level. So it's like an iPad for your TV. So it's like, do I really need this graphic? That's what I'm saying. So this is why I say nay. To the
because you say nay to this.
Yeah, no, this is. I think this is much better than that, and I already don't like. I'm not being like, why would I pay $100 for this? I could do almost all of that with my PS3 and have HD graphics.
That is a point.
So like,
but what if you don't want a PS3? What if you want a Roku?
See,
and you don't want only Angry Birds.
But like that's the thing, like you can get that on your phone nowadays. Like
Yeah,
you
but
don't
some,
need to play it on a 55. You really need to play it. You can download Angry Birds as an app on smart TVs, man.
You guys are missing. You guys are, there is a relevance to these devices.
You just shot it down.
Yes, listen what I'm saying. There's a relevance to these devices. It just doesn't apply to us.
To the
But that's not what you
person.
just said.
Listen. This
No. What you said, right?
No.
This he doesn't like because of the wire.
No, the game stick. The game stick does not make any sense because it's still wired.
This
All right?
is wired.
No,
This
only
is
to-
wireless.
yeah. The
But it's
controller-
not portable like the game stick. You got to walk around with a cube. How big
No,
is
it's like the
The
cube is
cube
actually pretty
is about
small.
this
It's like, I
big.
would say it's smaller than this. So small like around here, and then it goes like.
But you got to walk around with two things versus
Listen.
just walking around with the controller.
Listen. So, who are you marketing this to? You're marketing it to
hackers. I forgot. So this thing is supposedly you can hack it to anything you want, which
Hack
doesn't.
what?
So this is why. So the people want to hack this to play emulators on it. This is why main
What?
people want this, so they can hack this, just have an emulator machine, so they always have to use their computer.
say, for
Fucking
instance, that's
torn
homebrew.
kiddies. Nobody cares about man.
I'm
now
about to
you
play
know what's
games.
happening is gaming, hardcore gaming is moving to the adult.
No.
Yes, it
When was
is.
the last time you played Halo? There's some 12-year-olds that pissed me off on that game.
Listen, but that's my point. Like, but people, 12-year-olds, yeah, you know what? That's for people who don't mind. You know, and Halo is not really that graphic. Yeah, you get the little animated stab in the back.
Halo ain't graphic.
It's
son.
not as graphic as, say, a Call of Duty. Call of Duty, now they're cursing in it. It's like bona fide cursing. Battlefield,
Cursing
bona
doesn't
fide
make your
cursing.
game hardcore.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Sir, the
but you,
teabag is so much more graphic in Halo.
okay, yeah, it is.
You get a good and proper teabag in Halo.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of those, you're being teabagged in Halo.
What's happening is you have a lot of kids. Like a friend of mine, he just bought his like 3-year-old, 4-year-old. I think he's 4 now. Bought him a Lenovo Android tablet.
Okay.
And he does his thing on it. These things work perfect for someone like that, a child,
What happened to
children.
the leapfrog? Nobody likes the
No,
educational
that-
things.
What the
in
hell
Halo.
is a
That's-
leapfrog? Oh, was it like $150?
No, the leapfrog was
No.
kind of cheap, dude.
Yeah. But see, that's who they want. Now the gaming consumers have expanded. You have let's say you got teenagers to adults. I'm in my 30s. He's pushing 30.
What you mean, man? I'm about 22. You're 23. How old are you, Nigel?
19.
I'm
There
2
you go.
years older than Nigel.
All right.
I'm 3 years
Yeah, you
old.
believe that if you want to, but this is what you have now. The at the end of the day, we're talking gaming. So what they're doing is they're expanding the gaming audience to accommodate kids that are under 10. They're under 6.
Okay.
All right. This my homeboy is his little man. He's 3 and 4, and he's playing Angry Birds and playing all these games
Right.
and Temple Run without a problem. Like he's really doing his thing. So now that becomes a target audience.
Right.
All right. So now you have to accommodate that.
So you think these things will accommodate them?
I believe.
I disagree because they'll always want the parents' phone. They'll have their own phone. They'll have a tablet.
No, but I mean, you know what? That's just a child thing. But you know what? Once you get something to see, a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old don't know the difference between a Lenovo Android device and an iPad.
Right.
He calls it the iPad. And my boy will say, "Yo, go play with your iPad." He go and gets his Lenovo because he believes it's the iPad. So,
Damn it, Apple.
you know what? Again,
Ruining the kids.
a win for Apple. All right, so now that's really what you're dealing with. Now you got these games that are coming out for mobile devices, cell phones, so on and so forth, and they're becoming popular, very popular, and they're popular with children at certain ages. Toddlers are playing with these things.
Right.
So how do we accommodate them and still keep them quiet? Okay, when they stop playing video games,
Read the kid a book.
Yeah, well, books
Can
are
we
gone.
read the kid?
No, sir, books are gone. No one reads. We don't read instructions how to work something.
Well,
what do we
I'm
do?
an adult. I got pride. I ain't reading shit.
We-
But you gotta read to your kid.
Google. That's what you Google. You go to YouTube. I'm not pulling up instructions. I YouTube the instructions. So now you give the kid Netflix. The little kid Netflix has the kids zone.
Right.
All right. Put it on. He shut up. He's on the TV. That's it.
So you're a horrible. You'd be a horrible parent. Dad.
Wait, so
sorry.
why not use the Wii U then if we can do most of that stuff?
See, there you go. You still got to get him a console.
Well, but you know what? Because the Wii U costs $299, right?
We'll get a Wii for $100.
No, son. They're gonna buy this. This Gamestick shouldn't cost more than about $150,
That's still too much.
and that's too much.
I think it should be around 50.
What happened to you guys, man? Why don't you like innovation?
This is a wait. And the thing is, we have to donate our money to get this thing started.
Yeah.
Why not?
So why don't I get a free one? If I'm giving you more than $50, I deserve
It
a free
depends on
one.
how. I forgot the tiers, but if you donate $5,000, you can have a dinner with the dude that makes.
I don't want no dinner with you. Like,
Then
come
give
on.
me
Thank you.
$500,000. You know.
Give me this with $5,000 of credits or something. Like, come on, forget dinner.
Yeah, some fucking hate.
And yo, none of the mobile bullshit. Let's get to the real gaming.
Thank you.
All right.
PS4. I'm. You know what? They're gonna have to impress me. You know.
But Sony always impresses. Let me tell you, the PlayStation is a fucking powerful brand.
What?
It is. Truth be told,
Okay.
I don't like it.
I love it.
I like PlayStation. I like PlayStation because I've always had a PlayStation. I've had a
There you go.
PlayStation 1, I've had a PlayStation 2,
Two,
and I have a
3.
PlayStation 3. So it's one of those things that you say, well, just because I don't like it doesn't mean I'm
Right.
not going to have it.
All right, here we go.
All right.
I apologize. I don't like Sony,
But you like
but I
the
like my PlayStation.
Right. I've had a PSP. I still have the original PSP. So, and I like it.
You know what it is? I feel like as Sony's #1 product, it's susceptible to the bureaucracy and the dumb shit that Sony does.
Yeah.
Like that whole Blu-ray thing pissed me off.
Right. And I don't even think like Sony doesn't break down their departments like let's say Microsoft does. There is a Xbox is its own entity within
No,
Microsoft.
it is. They are. Sony's
Okay,
exactly
so
right. Yeah, Sony's
oh,
the
they
same.
do the same
Yeah.
thing. Okay, all right. Well, that's a good thing, but yeah, they're still susceptible to the bullshit. At the end of the day, I mean, PS4. I believe we don't have the specs on it as of yet, but it's going to be a workhorse. It's going to be a powerhouse, and I think I'm going to get it.
We're gonna get more rubber duckies in the tub now.
Yeah, but the question is,
but y'all copied us with the Kinect though.
What do you
whoa.
mean?
Because yeah, we had the iToy and everybody's like, oh, Sony's copying.
The
Right?
who?
The
iToy, yeah.
What
What the
is
fuck
that?
is that? I know
It
what
was
it
out
is.
before the Kinect. It was out on the PS2.
Is that the
but
thing
Microsoft
with the camera?
changed, yes.
The little camera, that thing
The
did not
Kinect was
work.
way in
Oh
development
my
before
God.
that.
No, the iToy was out from PS2, dude.
It didn't work.
Yes, it did. I used it when it was on the PS2. It was fun as hell.
Sir.
You had that shadow thing. It was a failed attempt.
But I see Microsoft with it now.
Sir.
and it works.
Okay, but who did they get it from?
Sir.
They didn't get it because honestly, for that matter, then I mean, because really it's all just video shit, chat type stuff. I mean, it was just no play. I won't give.
We ain't
that
gonna
to
get into the
PlayStation.
dog fight.
Nah.
The PlayStation 4, we don't know what to expect. Do at all, right?
Yeah, they haven't.
Nothing's leaked at all.
And if anything, snow, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
comment on this. So
Yeah.
you know,
The
Last
only
time
leaked
Trump
thing
was-
was the thing I told you about with the CDs locking, so you can't use games on your PS2.
So explain
PS4.
that to us.
So the rumor is that dropped on January 3rd was that Sony just patented a disc technology that let's say you use your PSN ID, it only works for your disc. So once you buy a new game, you put it in your system, and the disc reads that it's locked to my PSN account. So let's say if you want to borrow the game, it won't work because you don't have my PSN account.
that is horseshit.
So
That is the bureaucracy that Sony loves to engage in.
So that's another thing. So that actually made, like, I think GameStop stock dropped 5% at the closing day after that news.
And now GameFly, whoever works at GameFly, is like, whoops, time to update resumes. so
that not cool. Well, I don't believe that anyone has to really update any resume or anything like that, because I mean, how many PS3 has what, 50 titles? I mean, they have more, but really, like, they don't really have any titles like that.
PS3?
PS3.
Neck and neck now.
Sir.
They're neck and neck now.
Neck and neck with what?
I mean, not sales, but Sony's got some good stuff.
Dude, the only thing that is keeping Sony in the air is Madden.
Nah, Madden sold more on Xbox.
Yeah, but they're keeping them relevant. Like,
it's not really. Free online plays a huge.
Look, let me reiterate that I like PlayStation. I am a fan of Sony, but I am a realist at the same time.
Nah, Sony be good,
dude. The PlayStation. I mean, let's be for real.
But like, they got Drake. Uncharted.
But Sony's been keeping the industry alive, let's be honest. Most games sell more on the PS3 because the PS3, it's been hacked, but it's not. No. If you look at game sales, the PS3 sells more because most of the games can't be pirated on the PS3.
Sir.
If I'm correct.
So why is the Xbox the #1 selling console for 20 months ago?
Yeah, console, but not for game sales.
So, but are there more Xboxes?
It don't matter what sells more games.
So people like you go out and buy 3 with the same title so you can boast your stats.
Hell no.
Podcast here. I know that's what you're doing.
No, but if you look at the stats, the PS3 games sell more.
Okay.
Than the 360. That's not games like Call of Duty, because like Call of Duty always has more. Like
Xbox Live works.
Yeah, hey, that's another story. But the PS3 is like helping the industry, but not have like you can pirate games on the PS3, but it takes more than doing it on the 360. Right. So there's more pirated games on the 360 than there is the PS3.
And that's the Blu-ray decision too.
Yes. So.
Part of that Blu-ray madness.
But Blu-ray won though. I don't see HD DVD doing anything.
Blu-ray did not win. Streaming media won, which is why it was wise that Microsoft didn't bite.
But HD DVD still felt though.
There's something like 40% of internet traffic for this year and last year is accounted for by Netflix.
For most people think Netflix is better on the PS3, but that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation.
But the PS4, but yeah, that's the
that's my like. Let's touch on it lightly. My hate for Sony came from where they delayed the PlayStation for almost a year because they wanted to get Blu-ray there. They promised us, it's all about you can only fit all this data and this quality data on a Blu-ray, which made sense. But then it came out, and now to this day, games, Call of Duties, the Maddens, they look better, slightly better on the Xbox than they do on a PlayStation.
But I think,
and they still run as if.
But I think that's because like they don't have like the same advantages as, let's say, Naughty Dog, because Naughty Dog's games look like
they do.
I don't think they have this.
But that's first party titles.
And then let's also think about it like this. Like there was a whole article on this, like why would they do, because somebody said, like a developer said, it's easier to port a 360 game to a PS3 game, because the PS3, like to port a PS3 game to the 360 will be harder because they're not the same for horsepower. So I can see why they would port a 360 game to a PS4. And then PS3. So if you do that, of course the games are going to look better because it's on its native console instead of being ported over.
This just in, according to CNET. Gamers spent a total of $315 million on Xbox 360 hardware and software and accessories last month, more than they spent on the Wii and the PlayStation 3 combined.
That's just 1 month, though. Yeah, that's just 1 month.
That's 1 month.
Yeah, you see how cheap the 360 was on Black Friday, though?
Yeah, they did run some good deals on
that. Okay, but the point is, household for household, there are more Xboxes.
They are, but that doesn't mean that Sony's like completely disappearing.
Oh, they're not disappearing. That's not the argument.
They're not behind.
The question is who sells more games.
I think it's the PS.
No, what was the stat? This Xbox was at like, what was it? They were only like 2 million behind or something like that.
And if you look at it though, if you want to do it technically, the PS3 will have a better ratio than the 360 for game sales. If you look at it,
that's a point. That's a point.
Xbox 720. I'm looking forward to that.
What are you looking forward to?
Honestly, I'm looking for a better better media experience. Not to say that the media is poor.
It's not as good as the PS3 for sure.
Yeah, I think, you know, the media experience, they need to bring it a little better, because, you know, there's a Roku in my household now, and I don't want to have to use the Roku. You know what I'm saying? Right. But beyond that, I don't know if you notice. You ever hit the Xbox button and start trying to do things within that, and it's just kind of like a load time. It's kind of like a...
It happens sometimes. If you clear your cache, it gets better.
Oh, okay. Because, like...
Cache.
You can,
really, you know, do it on PS3.
Yeah, the PS3 sucks ass all around.
But navigating in the Xbox, it can be very slow. Like,
it depends. It depends. Like, this update was a lot better than the last two.
Right.
But then you complain now, and then you go look at an Xbox, the original, you're like, holy shit.
True.
So it's like anything, like people with an iPad. Have you ever found anyone with the first generation iPad? Yeah, okay, that thing is super slow.
Yeah.
But it wasn't when it came out. So I mean, that's one of those things.
Yeah. Because like, you know, like I said, going between things and going like let's say you send me a message while I'm playing Battlefield, so I find me a spot tucked away, I won't get killed.
Right.
And now I'm pulling up the message. It's like, really? Why am I waiting so long to get up the message hub so I can send the message back?
Right.
Like that's part of, like, I think the doesn't what that would fall under processing power, no?
I don't know. You know, I think it's just the UI isn't. They didn't build it wasn't. I don't know. I think it was just, this is the UI for this thing. They never really. I mean, it's fast. It's fine.
But I mean, my thing is, when I do something crazy to you in Battlefield and I teabag you, now I'm going to send you a message. Ha 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 ha.
Right.
I shouldn't have to wait a million years to.
No, I get what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I think that needs to be addressed.
Yeah. If they really wanted to, they could probably make it a lot faster.
Yeah, but then
on the current generation, but I'm sure it'll be snappy. Because even like I mean, is the PS3 that much faster? No, right?
For what? Like,
I think it's all about.
Yeah, I would say the more messages you have on your system, the longer it starts to do.
Because you see, so there's a difference. On a PlayStation, you see the little thing spinning.
Yeah.
For us, it just doesn't load. So it's the same like processing going on in the background. I think it may be your bandwidth. Of how good your bandwidth. I don't know.
Alright, well, I sincerely hope they address it.
One thing I just didn't like on the 360 was, let's say a friend comes over and they have to have a profile just to play local. I think that's just stupid.
Yeah, local profile.
I think that's just stupid. Why can't you just press start and just start playing? Like PS3 just lets you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's just stupid as well.
What are you looking forward to on the 720?
I don't know. I'm not really an Xbox fan, but I do have to respect some of the things like Live. So, you know, they're gonna do something that's like, because I'm not gonna lie, with the achievements, Sony played catch up with that. So, you know, I feel like Xbox is always gonna like start something anew that, you know, Sony was gonna have to catch up with probably for online. But I'll say just what they're gonna do with Live.
Okay,
I'll say that.
Me personally, I think I'm looking for the Xbox Live. I think that's where they'll take it to the next level. Xbox Live. The living room thing is across the board.
Yeah.
You know, streaming services, and I expect the next one to have a Blu-ray.
You expect so?
Yeah, Blu-ray is standard now for physical media. Whether or not it'll be going forward, how relevant it will be when, you know, bandwidth opens up and data caps go away and we all stream is another story. But I think in terms of physical disc, Microsoft would be a fool not to put Blu-ray on there. Yeah. At this point, it was a cockfight before. And you're really battling for the industry, so they backed out. You know, with the HD DVDs. Like, all right, well, whatever. We'll get Netflix, whatever. Oh, ha ha ha. But you know, it's still Sony did win with the Blu-ray.
Yeah, I wouldn't call
Kinect
it.
is not a big deal for me, but they said Kinect 2.0 will be a big deal. It can read lips now. They said it's accurate enough to pick up fingers.
Yeah.
Nah, what the hell?
Like they're supposed to like, weren't they like toting this? You can have a roundtable discussion. It's like kind of what we're doing here,
right?
But you can do it on the Xbox, and your avatar sits down on the couch.
No.
And you know everybody is just having a
It's
talk.
all silly ass antics. That's the shit that sells Wii's.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, it does.
We're hardcore gamers. That ain't got nothing to do with us.
I just about to ask you,
really
like, did that really like make you buy a game Kinect enabled?
No.
Like that, like
I don't even have a Kinect.
Yeah, well, I have a Kinect, but
silliness. Xbox. I know you hear me talking to you. Wake up.
they really need to fix that.
Does that work?
It works. It works. But people sound ridiculous. Like people be in a party. Xbox. Play.
Somebody uses that in the party. I'm gonna cut their
Yes, like the music Xbox.
Cut their
Xbox
if I
Play.
hear somebody
I've
say
heard people
Xbox.
doing it. Like we'll be in
Xbox
a
play
party.
French Montana.
And I'm deep into my Battlefield at the time, and I know this dude's coming around the corner to tank, and I'm ready, and I Xbox.
Really?
Xbox. Like your son. Who are you talking to?
You know what, the Xbox did pretty well that I was jealous as a PS3 owner? Custom soundtrack for everything. No matter what you was playing, you could just play your music off your hard drive.
You can't do that for the PlayStation?
Only certain games. So like, let's say I'm playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The original Marvel vs. Capcom 3 lets you do that, but Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you're playing it like this content cannot be played during the game. So I'm gonna either have to put on my headphones or blast my music instead of playing it like
no, that sucks.
time. Yeah,
I never even thought to do that. I don't play music much anyway because we're always recording every time.
See, like so like games like Marvel, I need something to listen to like to get into rhythm. So
right.
I can't play off the game soundtrack.
I'll bust your ass in Marvel.
Dude, we already tried this once. We can do a first. Look, we can do it like the tournaments. We could throw it on the site or the YouTube page. 1st to 15.
Oh,
1st to 15, and we'll throw something. I'll throw up my chapstick or something.
Ignorant game.
I'll throw up my PS3 for your 360. How about that one? 1st to 15. Look, we having the 1st to 15 challenge coming up soon, y'all.
And then we do best of 5 on Battlefield.
I already lost that one, so I'm giving it to you right now.
Best of 5 on Battlefield. What?
Battlefield, man. We do a team deathmatch. You know y'all don't want it with me in these shooting games.
Whoa, sir.
What are you saying?
Battlefield? I mean, and maybe in
sir, in any shooting game, sir.
Medal of Honor, I mean,
sir.
I'm playing with Halo. I'm kind of confident in myself in Halo.
In Battlefield, I'm confident.
Confident in myself.
Halo,
but you guys do know I run supreme across the board.
I mean, you play good in first person shooters. You probably the best out of everybody in first person shooters across the board,
sir.
Personally, in Battlefield,
you guys see what's going on here, right?
Don't run after me. All right, that's all I'm saying. There isn't no more. Okay, I'm just going to run away and let you. No, sir. I'm throwing C4 on the wall. I'm gonna change your direction.
Okay, we're gonna set something up. We're gonna bring it to Halo too.
All right, so Halo, Marvel vs. Capcom, and what?
Street Fighter.
I'll take y'all on Street Fighter too. It don't matter. As long as I have my arcade controller there, it's no problem.
I don't need arcade controller. Listen, just give me Ken or Kuma.
That's the same shit he didn't
Look, if he's gonna play with Ken, you have to throw the Ken flow chart over this video. Like, you ever seen the Ken flow chart?
No.
It's the funniest thing. The Ken flow chart is basically Ken can't do much in Street Fighter. So once you throw a Hadouken, what do you do after? Like, you see, look. This is the funniest thing.
Oh wow!
You never seen this? This is the funniest thing. If you play Ken, you have to know the Ken flow chart.
That is hilarious.
That's funny.
That
Fight
is
starts.
true.
Jump backwards. Hadouken. Did it hit him? Yes. Hadouken again.
But and see, that's the problem with it. Ken is the reason why everybody chooses to really play with someone else. All right, people play with Wonka. They play with Zangief, whoever, if they're good with them. First of all, I can play with anybody. That's first of all. I'll play with Zangief and I'll bust your ass with Zangief. Alright.
Nah, Zangief's not joking. I know what Street Fighter is. Yo, this shit's funny. Look,
it really is. We're gonna get this
close? No, fuck it. Sure, you Yeah, that's funny.
So, you know what I mean? Like Street Fighter, I've been telling him for a while. I'm the sensei in Street Fighter. All right, I'm the sensei.
Chinatown Fair shout outs to
Nigel
original Chinatown Fair. It got shut down, but you know the new arcade.
Listen,
at Sunset Park. That's what's up, y'all.
It's Sunset Park.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet because of school, but
do they have the original coin out?
Yeah, they do. But like for Street Fighter and stuff, they have the 360 running the game, but they have like the arcade 6 running it just like an arcade.
That's dope.
Look, what up?
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Times Square. Times Square.
Yeah, Snow used to be up there.
Arcade. Okay. Shout out to the original back in the days, Coney Island tournament, Street Fighter. I'll get you off the game. $5 in quarters. Look, don't waste your money. Go get some Chinese food.
Yeah.
Go get your 50-cent sundae and go home and chill. Go play one quarter. You put your game in. First of all, my thing was this: you put your quarter in, and you ruin my perfect game. And when I end the game, now I'm going to demolish you. That was me. That was me. So
I don't know. I got 10 on Nigel. He damn sure beat the crap out of me in that Marvel vs. Capcom shit.
Well, see, Marvel vs. Capcom, that's a whole different game.
He counts frames. I just want you to know.
I count frames. I mean, because see, people don't realize, see, because of Marvel vs. Capcom, I don't know about anybody else, but I changed up my tactics. I'm not just gonna jump at you. No. And I'm not telling my tactics, but I'm not throwing a fireball at you. I'm waiting for you to make the first move.
What's in the box over there?
What's in the, this is what's gonna really
what's in this box right here is what's going to remedy all this shit talking right here. Let's see what this man pull out the box.
Let's get this. We got some time on this video.
Got some surprises going on.
Oh, we always unbox. This is what we do. Box. I'm using my vehicle.
This is official right here. This is straight from the yeah, so it's not even the box for the item.
Shout out to Phil
out the box.
Our UPS man for like 12 years, B.
Yo, Phil the UPS man, shout out to you. This is real deal Holyfield right here. Hauppage HD PVR 2 for gaming.
That's gonna get you embarrassed.
This is gonna get you in this. You're gonna have a problem.
Yes.
This is gonna get you YouTube.
Go to your YouTube.
World Star, wherever. It's going down.
Yeah.
If you don't know what this is about, you're gonna find out. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna get this work.
Yeah,
you're gonna get this work.
You're gonna get this work.
I post the links to the review because I reviewed it over the summer when I got mine. Gorgeous device. I mean, the difference between that and like any of the other ones, I think is the software.
Oh, right.
The ArcSoft that Hauppage they bundle it with.
Right.
It's really good. Then they came out with a third party app that allows you to stream. And streaming has been like a little bit of a, you got to do some reading and get to know how to do it. But the app for this, you just sign up for your what is it? It's Twitch or Ustream. You just put your account information and hit air, and that's it. Boom, live.
Nice.
So they really, it's a little more expensive than some of the other competitors, but
this particular device? Well, yeah, this device listen, we doing this. This is us here. This device was $145 at B&H.
You're lucky. I think I paid like close to $2 for mine when it first came out, when it first dropped.
Right. So, who else? J&R had it for $150. So of course, $5. But you know what? That's Chinese food. 50-cent drink, 50-cent soda. You know what I'm saying? So you recording, you playing, you recording, and you eating all that. So there you go.
Good stuff.
My God. It's
good stuff.
Yo, I can't say enough about this. I'm going to get the Street Fighter and brush up because I don't play it too much.
You're going to get your ass boss.
Sir?
You want to see how serious I am? I already have one fight stick and I already got to get a second one.
You don't have any videos on YouTube?
I don't have. I only have one video. I
Why do you not have videos?
Well, because like I used to, you know, before I went to college, before, you know, all this cool stuff, I would hook up the PS3 to the DVD player,
right,
and then let it burn off of there. But,
so you don't have a piece, so we gotta get you a
yeah, I
PVR.
gotta get one.
These young people, let me give you, listen, I'm gonna tell a lot right now. I'm 36 years old, okay?
That's
Young
cool,
man
about 43.
I'm 36. Young man is 19. He's 19. That means when I was playing Street Fighter, young man here. Young man here. Well,
you know what? Hold on.
Do the math.
We don't even have to play Street Fighter 4. We'll go back and play Street Fighter 2.
We'll go back to play Street Fighter
2.
We'll play Street Fighter Turbo.
Yes, we will.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Let me get that cigar. It's over.
Can I just say something, sir? You're asking for ass whooping,
sir. And I'm surprised he has no faith in me.
No, it's not that I don't have faith in you.
This man, I beat his ass on the PSP,
and then he beat my ass on a whole nother level.
So listen,
wait, Kevin, let's see if he's nice in Street Fighter 4. This is how you know somebody's nice. Do you know what focus dash cancel is?
I don't do
my point exactly.
I know exactly what it is. That's that later Street Fighter bullshit. All right.
That's that
somebody
shit
listen. Right. Somebody tried that. I downloaded one of the newest Street Fighters.
Right.
He tried that, and I ate his ass up. No freaky. I destroyed. I saw it coming. I was like, oh, really? Right over it. Came right behind him. It was over.
So we'll find out because the videos will be coming.
We sure will.
The people want to know.
I'm probably gonna leave for a couple days for school, so when I come back, we'll give them practice. We'll let them get like a month or two practice.
Listen, all I need is an hour.
Okay.
Look, I got another 2 weeks until I leave. We'll try to get something up on here.
All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play online and I'm gonna record it. And I'll let you all see the thrashing that I give these individuals.
No. We need to we'll get this all nice and packaged up. You got one more surprise, sir. What you got, sir?
So I also got my hands on this device here, this peripheral.
That's a big ass box.
It's not. It's bigger than it needs to be because there's actually with this is a variant of a version. Called it's the 720 Tritton 720 Plus. This is 7.1 surround sound. There's another one that doesn't come with all of this boxing. It's like comes in a clear packaging.
It's different.
It comes with a stand for the sound processor, which you can't see. It's actually right here if you can see it. The sound processor, gives you Dolby quality, Dolby 7.1 surround, a couple of other.
It's overkill.
Yeah, but you know what? It's awesome.
But first of all, don't shit support 7.1.
Yeah, but
very few.
But see, the thing
is, it emulates it.
No, it decodes. It's straight 7.1.
Okay.
All right, but what happens is, unless you have something that plays 7.1,
you'll never get it.
You'll never get it.
That's what I'm saying.
The headphones are 7.1. So, like, you know what this is like? Remember, I bought the 7.1 processor for that. It was a external sound card.
Right.
All right, and that was the only way I could play the 7.1 surround sound for the computer.
Yeah.
So this it puts you in the mind of that this little box that's on it, but it's a little bit more.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
stay tuned for the review. Did you test them already?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
No, they're really good. They're awesome. Right. They're awesome for playing music and movies. Like,
nice. And they're what they're marketed as gaming headphones or just straight everything.
They're not marketed. They're marketed for gaming consoles.
But it's just awesome. Okay.
But it's across the board. You can use this for your computer. You can use this for you can't really walk around with them. I mean, but they are really, like, compared to the detonators.
Yeah.
Worlds of difference. Night and day.
What's those other ones? Turtle Beach? Are they? What's the equivalent?
This is Tritton. Tritton by Mad Cat's Tritton.
So it's a Turtle Beach equivalent, right?
Yeah.
How much were these?
This was $149.
Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
It's not bad for 7.1 quality. You know, and again, for those of you who see, a lot of people that are not sound sensitive. It's like, well, I got detonators and they sound excellent. I get the 7.1. Oh, it kind of sounds the same. It really doesn't. When you're thinking about, and mind you, the problem with having these in many cases is now a lot of games are not coded in 7.1.
That's what I'm saying. Very few.
All right. Now, when you're playing something, I believe Assassin's Creed is. Assassin's Creed 3. All right. I'm not quite sure. But then at the end of the day, most games are encoded in 5.1. So now, what do you have? I mean, unless you're playing with your surround sound system or your home theater system, many of us are. A lot of us are not. You don't want to wake the whole house up because you're trying to get that range, that range of sound. So here you get the 7.1s, which have not a problem reproducing 5.1 sound.
Right. It's a good buy. For that price range, is a good buy.
Yeah, there's a couple of PS3 games that support it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, so, you know, it was a great buy. I actually had the wireless, I forget the name of it. It's a wireless version, not 7.1, but it's like your standard stereo.
Right, Dolby.
Yeah, well, it's not Dolby. Dolby is actually, that's a, Dolby, don't get it like confused. That is a equalization of sound.
Right.
All right. It's like Dolby sound is echoed. It's really echoed. All right, and it gives the impression that the sound is wider than it appears or than it seems.
Right.
All right, so much like what the when you listen to Dolby sound on the
phone,
the Nokia 920. So Dolby sound gives you kind of a reverb sound, and it gives you it makes the sounds wider. All right, so this is not just Dolby. It's like Dolby plus something else plus something else. Right. We'll get into all of that when I do the review. And there's already a written review. We'll have a video review out for you. You know, so we just show you what it's coming with. And but definitely a great buy. It's wired. It's not wireless, but a great buy.
So we got to run up out of here. I think we covered a lot today.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
We'll get that Street Fighter Madness out. We gonna see who will get that work. Place your bets. Leave your comments. Place your bets.
Place your bets. Listen, we have what is that? Not eBay, but what is the thing that ties in with eBay? PayPal. PayPal your bets. PayPal your bets.
I got 10 on Nigel.
This fucker.
I got 10 on you with the Halo.
Halo? No, Battlefield. Battlefield.
Right. If y'all want to do a battle, map's the biggest shit to be running around looking for.
We'll use a decent map for that, but yeah, but it's you and him on what? Halo?
Marvel. I'm not doing no first-person shooters.
Why are you scared?
I'm not scared.
Why are you mad though?
The wise man picks his battles.
Fuck that. I'll bark up any tree.
That tree fall on you.
Don't say we didn't forewarn you. Anyway, folks, that's us. We out of here. Peace.
Latest.
LifestylesDefined.com, representing everything you could ever love. Fashion, technology, entertainment, auto, gaming, and so much more. This is more than a blog. This is your lifestyle. LifestyleDefined.com.